in the context of the June 27th presidential debate, and in particular, Joe Biden's performance, making a wall-to-wall situation on corporate media, we have missed another several weeks of the economy continuing to perform very well. We already talked about inflation numbers, inflation actually declining month over month, 0.1% for the first time since 2020. This is what MAGAs have been saying we want. Well, you got it. Whether it's good for the economy or not is another question, but you got it. Inflation very much under control. Yet another record high for stock markets. Yesterday, stunning days. Again, it's how many times are we going to do this? S&P 500 up 1%. The Dow up 1%, more than 400 points. The NASDAQ, or NASDAQ, as former President Trump calls it, up more than 1%. The Russell 2000 up 1%. Okay, yet another set of fresh highs for the stock market. What about jobs? Employers continue adding jobs, right around 175,000 new jobs per month over the last quarter. Unemployment still very low. It's now reached 4.1%. We had this sustained under 4% period for a record period of time. We've now gotten to 4.1%, breaking that streak, but still very low historically. We're seeing $5 meal deals at McDonald's. I don't know if any of you have been watching Copa America, where hopefully Argentina will finally break the curse of Messi in this tournament and win on... Okay, I've been watching it, and one of the common commercials I'm seeing during the games at the bottom of the screen is $5 meal deals at McDonald's. We're seeing discounted groceries at big box stores. Gas prices are down. So listen, the reality is the good economy was also being ignored before Biden's debate, but for different reasons and in exchange for other stories. We now are seeing a continued solid economy that on just about every metric is looking fine. It's looking fine. I don't need, the realization I had as I was reading the inflation data and the stock market data and the jobs data and reflecting on Biden's debate performance was I don't need Biden to be better at citing statistics about the economy during a debate. I just want the statistics about the economy to look good. And this is the argument from those who believe that at the end of the day, the debate is not going to have this disastrous impact on President Biden's re-election chances. Now, later today, President Biden is going to be holding what they're calling, I'm not kidding about this, not a joke, folks, not a joke. They're calling it a big boy press conference, okay? Operation Big Boy. And the idea here is that Joe Biden is going to take questions from members of the press to show that he can think on his feet and he is cognitively up to the task of becoming president once again for 4 more years. I'm very interested in seeing how this goes. I will be live streaming it on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. I hope you will join me for that. But the big story here is a continued, solid, good-looking economy, a story that has been effectively buried by Joe Biden's debate performance. And by the way, the absence of enough criticism of Donald Trump's debate performance, which was an absolute disaster. So here's what we have coming up today. I'll kind of let me give you the texture of today's show. We're going to take a quick break. I then am going to go through the last 24 hours of conspiracy. Morning Joe now piling on to the conspiracy that former President Barack Obama is orchestrating the removal of President Biden. We will talk about the false spinning of Senator Richard Blumenthal's comments about his concern about Biden. And we will also talk about the impeachment articles that Democratic Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez filed against Supreme Court Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. After that, we are going to take a deeper dive into Trump's likely VP picks and how they all seem to hate him. And we will again look at Project 2025. I am very much encouraged that so many of you are now engaging with Project 2025. You've downloaded the white paper. Trump is panicking about Project 2025. He again lied on Truth Central yesterday saying, I don't know a thing about it. He does. And then later, we will look at some stunning admissions made by MAGA over the last 24 hours about the race as it is coming forward. And then we'll hear from a voicemail caller who makes a very concerned point about President Biden. So a lot on the program today. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Get the free Project 2025 white paper at davidpakman.com/ that's a / Project 2025. And we'll be right back after this extraordinarily short break.